Wait, why is there a creeper in the nether? So recently, I've been having problems getting morning wood. Yep, that's how we're gonna start the video off. So I go to my doctor, I explain my symptoms, and he says, well, Soup, lucky for you, we have a brand new type of Viagra. He says, Soup, this is a new product that's never been tested before. You can try it for free, and it's rumored to work pretty much instantly. So guys, I gotta be honest with you, I popped one a few seconds ago and... Stay down, boy! I'm not gonna cap. I actually have duct tape stuck to my belly button right now. This is gonna be like a free waxing job. Oh! I just rolled the duct tape back up so someone can have a hairy surprise later. I actually can't move past this point. I can't move. I can't move past this point. Oh! I almost fell right in. So honestly, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I just found out that you can update your worlds and play on newer updates. So I just now upgraded to 1.16. So we're gonna go and try and find some interesting things in the nether today. So I need to find new chunks, so I need to build a new portal really far away. So while I do that, why not some saucy stories? When I was in middle school, me and the boys really liked snow. No, seriously, we loved snow. There was sledding, there was snowball fights, there was making foot-long wieners, sticking them in the street for cars to run over. And that's exactly what we did for 2 hours. We made an old couple smile so hard. These people were in their 70s. They're smiling at a 1.5 foot tall snow dick. They swerve around it like it's friendly. And then we got the genius idea. Let's start throwing snowballs at cars. I'm gonna take you back about 30 seconds. We're in middle school. That should explain everything that you need to know. So we're hiding in pine trees. We have a pile of 100 snowballs. Every car that drives by, we chuck a couple. Thinking back on it, we could have like destroyed a windshield or something. It was not a smart idea. Until this one man. See, this one man drives by. Me and my man chucked 2 snowballs. They both hit the windshield. Perfect timing. It was an ambush. The car drives about 50 more feet, stops so abruptly, I thought the driver was gonna fly out of his own windshield. Just absolutely ragdoll himself. He starts reversing faster than your dad backing out the driveway saying he's going to get milk. In this story, that's a measurement of speed. Ah, the scenery is spectacular here. All we know is that this man ain't happy. We start running. We make a run for the back gate. We unlock it, pull as hard as we can, jammed in by snow. We thought we had 10 seconds to live at that point. Closest thing we can see is a pine tree. We both duck and dip into the pine tree. We think we are safe. Now this strange man pulls into the driveway, right? Still reverse, like 30 miles an hour. I was impressed. He gets out of the car, walks up to the door, knocks. Nobody's home. We're safe. I just spawned in a fortress. Yes! I see him get back into his car. I think that we're safe. And then I look down. I'd just like to make you guys blissfully aware that I was not wearing a camouflage coat. This coat was the closest thing to bright orange you could possibly get. He gets back out of his car. He walks over, looks us dead in the eye and says, nice throw. And then he proceeds to whoop our ass. Yo, I'm trying to do some trading with these piglets, man. I can hear the pigs moaning like there's cops banging. Oh, I see one. What? There's a whole... Come back. There's a whole stack. Yo! What? My Xbox just turns on for no reason, like 80% of the time. So guys, it's the middle of March, right? Almost Christmas time. Which reminds me of a time that I was working at an old job of mine. I was partying with my dad. It was Christmas Eve. There was snow on the ground. It was beautiful. I was 15 shots deep at 2 in the morning. And that's when my boss calls me. At 2 in the morning. He calls me and he says, Soup, we're gonna be a little low on staff today. Can you come in at 5? I don't think he understood I was being sarcastic when I said, yeah, that sounds perfect. Because he hung up the phone right after saying, all right, see you then. I put down my phone, I look at my dad, I go, uh-oh. So I start trying to sober up, right? I'm drinking water, eating bread, about to go make this bread. After 2 hours, I sober up a little bit. I say, okay, time to go to work. Hop in my car, drive to work. Don't remember the ride to work. I start taking boxes off the truck. I realize how hammered I am. Not cool, kids. Don't drink. Out of nowhere, I realized I was actually having a lot of fun at work. A little too much fun. I was letting anything go. I was saying anything to anybody. I walk up to one of my coworkers and I say, quote unquote, I'm gonna suck the pink off of my future wife's pussy. He laughs. He grabs my shoulder and says, Ian, are you okay? And I said, woo! A couple minutes later, I'm unloading the truck again. My boss walks around the corner. He's about 15 feet away. He goes, how you doing, Soup? I dropped the box I was holding on the floor. I put both thumbs up and I yelled, Jake, I'm lactating. I can't make that up. This is an actual thing that happened. It's pretty safe to say that I don't work there anymore. Bro. Yes! We finally found something. As Aladdin once said, let's bang on this flying carpet. I kind of want to build a new portal down here just so I can get back here easier. Let me get some of this new wood. Get it? First joke I made this video. Ooh, I see a potion. So y'all that are going back to school soon, I'm pretty sure you guys want to know how to get all the attention in the room, right? Let me tell you how I did it. When I was in 3rd grade, we were sitting there having a story time, right? The teacher was reading us a good book. And while we were listening to this book, we had to fill out an assignment to go with it, right? So everyone's passing out papers. I'm sitting there enjoying myself listening to the story. A paper gets passed over to me a little too hard. I was the last one in the row. It was one piece of paper and it hit me right in the eye. Guys, I can't make this up. I got a paper cut in my eye. It was like gonorrhea to the eye. Gonorrhea. Moral of the story, it was bad. And I was also a very shy kid at this point in time. And I've always hated tattletaling. I wasn't a snitch, but I had to do it. After 5 minutes, I finally raised my hand and I go, teacher, I just got a paper cut in my eye. Speaking of eyes, every single pair in the entire room very quickly turned to me. I don't know why. No, but seriously, I had 35 people staring at me in awe. 18 of them jaws dropped. My mom comes to pick me up at the office and she verbally says, what the hell? How did you even do that? I got to wear a pirate's eye patch for the next 3 days. It was the most epic thing ever. And that's how you get attention. All these Snapchat hoes you put on their story. Oh, nobody loves me. Nah, get a paper cut in your eye. People gonna show you some real love then. All right, so we're pretty loaded on supplies right now. We got another nether portal back so we don't have to find all the way back. Hi. All right, looks like an endless nothing. I'm just gonna turn around. Oh shit, what's up, little floppy man? Wow, look at that guy. Do you know what he reminds me of? Apartment buildings. Why? I don't know. But I used to live in an apartment building. And when I lived in this apartment, I had some quite glorious times. Like the day after St. Patty's Day. Now, I didn't drink on St. Patty's Day because I had work at 6 a.m. the next day. I get ready for work. I walk out of my apartment. I turn to the left, and the first thing I see is a body. I go, uh-oh. Now, the first thing I notice when I see this stranger is his phone, his keys, and his gum are out sprawled across the floor. Now, I'm not an expert detective, but I'll tell you what, this man had a good taste in gum. Homie got that spearmint. You know he be packing. Next thing I notice is this man probably needs medical attention. I walk up to him. Now remember, my shift starts in 30 minutes. It is a 20 to 25 minute drive. I start shaking him. I say, hey man, you gotta get up. He said, I shake him some more. Again, he just says, Now it's got me thinking. I've seen Disney movies. Don't I have to kiss him awake? And I said to myself, no, that's ridiculous. Gotta ask for consent first, right? So I asked him for consent and he just said, At this point, 5 minutes has passed. I roll this man on his side up against the wall so he doesn't fall. Make sure he doesn't puke. You know how it goes. I've been to parties. I smelled straight whiskey. I said, yikes. I left a message at the front desk of the apartment and I said, I gotta go, man. I learned a really important lesson that day. Kissing passed out strangers on the lips does not work to wake them up. We ain't gonna talk about how pretty this scenery is. Maybe I'll just start a new life here. Okay, so I'm still like 3,000 blocks out somewhere. I don't know my exact coordinates. I really need a compass. Okay, there it is. I don't know why my good portal had to spawn me 5,000 blocks away from my house. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta accept things the way they are. And that's why my mom says that she loves me. Yo, what's this? Come and get some bit. Oh, that scared the living shit out of me. Oh my god, my heart just jumped up into my fucking nostrils. What even was that? I have not had this much fun playing Minecraft in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. That bat better not hit that button. I don't trust that bat. Since we're trying to find our way back to the bomb, don't you think it's a good time for another high story? So back when a young ginger used to smoke, no hard R's, me and my buddies decided to pick up 3 grams. We said to ourselves, we're gonna smoke this whole bag tonight. That doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, but when we were the age that we were, it was a lot. We're sitting there geeking, having a great time, telling jokes, cracking cokes, smoking bowls after bowls after bowls after bowls. Point is, I was high. Not just any kind of high. Very high. I was sitting there like, wow, this wind is pretty colorful. And right as I thought about that colorful wind, I realized we gotta walk back home. It's about 3/4 of a mile. So me and my boys, we pack up our stuff, we start heading back. Now, every group's got their different kinds of stoners, right? I am the paranoid one. I always feel like something was out to get me. So I'm looking around my back while my homies are still making me geek. I wasn't 100% paranoid yet. Now, we had one sober friend with us. He was supposed to watch out if there were cars or people coming on the road. We're halfway home, he taps my back, and he says, everyone dip. We all ran into someone's yard and dove into the bushes. Well, it's fancy seeing you here, foster kid. I don't know I was gonna be this lucky. What are the chances? He said that he saw some car lights. So here we are, 4 teenage boys, laying in a bush, 2 in the morning. Neighbor's lights come on. I can see the neighbor peeking out the window. None of us are moving. None of us are breathing. I start laughing. We laid there for about 5 minutes just to realize that a car never came. Not a single person or car was outside. We thought a street light was a car for 5 minutes while we all laid in a bush in some stranger's yard. You starting to understand how sauced I was? But anyways, I was paranoid all the way back to the house. I ran. Either way, good times. That was a perfect time for the story to end right back home. That was the most successful Nether trip I've ever had in my life. Epic poggers. Oh. Who let y'all in, okay? We got a serious problem at hand. I spent like 2 hours of my free time trying to design this thing. It's gonna be an underwater bridge that goes under the hardware store, and it's gonna have like train tracks and shit. It's gonna go all the way around the world. I didn't know that the water would go through the glass panes, so I did the whole thing without any underwater breathing potions or helmets or anything, just to realize that it's not gonna work. Can we just talk about how we got loaded? I mean, we got some pretty good shit. I think to celebrate, we gotta hit him with a freestyle.
Ooh, my girl just texted me, she hit my phone. Tap it once, I put the icing on like Cinnabon. Fuck with me, I'll put you through the door, I kick you out. Like I ruin fancy suits, I cut the ties we done. Goes to everyone, no matter the race, no matter the color. Not if a blood related to some, this about how about you fuck up. Ooh, I'm on the come, I'm running up numbers. She wears my dick like it's cucumbers. I don't know where I was going with this one.
So, do you guys want to hear a story? When I was 15 years old, I did not have my permit, my license, nothing. My dad offered me money for some job. I cannot English, oh my god. So I go to this man's shack. He pays me $50 to clean up the place. I'm like, all right, cool. Me and my dad and this random guy sit down, have a shot of whiskey and 3 beers. Now, I'm 15 in America, so I was a lightweight. My dad looks at me, tosses me a pair of keys, and says, don't worry, you only have to drive 18 miles. I said, what? I have never even been behind the wheel before. I said, what am I driving, Dad? He points me outside. There are 3 trucks that need to be at a different location. One of them is my dad's truck and 2 of them are business trucks with company insignia on them. What the fuck? I was amazed at how they were going to let someone who does not have a permit, license and who has never driven drive a company truck 18 miles while they're under the influence. But that didn't stop me. I sit in the driver's seat, we start going. Now I'm following both of them. They both run through a yellow light and I have to stop because I was the last one there. These guys are going 80 miles an hour towards their destination and I see him take a left about half a mile up. I thought that I was going to completely lose them. So I was scared and I probably looked like Carson's profile picture. But eventually I catch up to them. My dad's waiting for me. I pass them up and I follow the other guy. Now I should mention it's winter. There's snow on the ground. We are almost to the location that we need to be. I am relieved and all of a sudden my tire starts slipping. Mr. Soup has lost control. I had never driven before and I feel like I'm in Tokyo Drift. I start swerving. I swerve the other way. I swerve the other way. I'm actually handling it. I am drifting back and forth all the way down the road. I feel like a god. Now let's put this image back in your head. I am a 15-year-old kid, partially intoxicated, driving a business truck down an icy road, whipping like it's Tokyo Drift. We get out of the trucks when we get back to the spot. My dad looks me in the eyes. He says, Soup, my butthole has never puckered that tight before. And after I tell that story to people, they still have the nerve to ask me how I get laid? What a shame. So do you guys want to hear about my new favorite hobby? It consists of going through the promoted Snapchat stories. I love going through these just to see how hard I laugh or how angry I get. You do not want to get run over by a bull like this. Is there a better way to get run over by a bull? I don't think anybody wants to get hit by a bull regardless. Tired of overpaying for your activewear? Never. Not once have I ever bought activewear once. Ever. Mia Khalifa shocks the world. Fight doing what? Not making adult films anymore? James Charles is facing serious allegations. Again. Who cares? Is that about vitamin gummies again? Sounds really important. He is shredded to the bone. That looks painful. I can't imagine it's even comfortable to do anything. Like, it's like gross. Haters will say it's fake. I hope it is. If this chick walked up to me, I would be like, okay, how's it going, Doug? I think it's just the simplicity of this one. It's just a sandwich. It's like not even in the center of the screen. I hate how funny this is to me. Fortnite just leaked an epic... This is the most cursed thing I've seen in the last, like, month. Charlie revealed her report card and wow. Who reads this and is like, wow, this is a great story? Let's look at the 17-year-old's report card. All right, it's time for Ian to log off a snap. I've had enough. All right, so I've been screaming at my microphone for the past 3 hours. It is simply time to do anything else besides this. Also, the erection I got from that Viagra still hasn't gone away, so I need to go to the doctors immediately.